Alright traders, I'm resuming the video because I just took a second entry short. It's a great signal, but if I'm going to zoom out a little bit, we can see we have bearish trend working lower. This trend has a break and needs to get new low. Okay, we got the scalp instantly. So I'm going to move my stop loss to break even because anything is just a bonus. And you can see we also had perfect break and a new high on this correction channel. So I have a main channel, this is bearish. I have correction that played out with the break new high, so I can go short. Look at how EMA is holding. You can even see the strong resistance indicating that sellers are back in the market. So you can see triple test, second entry short, EMA rejecting every single time. That's the key entry point. So I'm combining the trend line rule. We need new low. Uptrend played out. This is a high probability setup. I scalped 8 contracts for 10 ticks and I'm leaving something as a runner. We have a trend range, so I may be a little bit too greedy. I will tighten the runner soon. I will manage the runner like this. We're pretty much now created break, new low, so we can have stronger correction and new market cycle. So I'm not going to be too greedy. I'm going to take around 5 points on this runner. Everything worked according to price action rules. So now we have a break, push to a new extreme. So I'm going to pause looking to go short because the downtrend played out. In order for me to expect long setup, I would need reversal pattern, failed second entry short, full above EMA. And this is not happening. In fact, we are breaking back below EMA. Now it looks like there can be slightly wider channel, but for the most part, this is area of indecision. And indeed, there was a wider channel, something like this. I'm going to make it a little bit wider. You can see swing here, swing here. You have a nice downtrend, break, new low. So even the wider channel played out. So let's see what's going to happen now. Okay, EMA keeps holding. There is no reverse. So you have a second entry short here, but problem is our channel just played out. So we can't really take it just yet because the channel just played out. And only after I can see price action continuing to go lower significantly, I can right now take into consideration, hold on, it looks like there's even bigger, wider channel. There's something even stronger. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to, once again, connect the swings at the very top. This is where the channel starts. And this actually fits pretty well. I have one swing, second swing, third swing right here. The structure looks decent. So now I'm playing with the idea, okay, because we keep pushing lower after new low, there is no reversal. It looks like the trend is still in play and the channel is a little bit wider. Okay, the channel is just going to unfold in front of me and let's see what's going to happen. Okay, we're breaking higher. There's no second entry short. You have a new low, first entry short, second entry short, but problem is, you know, we broke outside of the channel. Channel is also not as well fitting. Actually, it has 3 bounces. I really prefer some lower high here. Now you have a lower high confirmation setup. It's a little bit above the EMA. Now, if you're trusting the trend line, you can actually go short. I didn't take it. For some reason, I wasn't sure about the channel. It was a mistake because I have one clear leg, break, second leg up. You have one leg, break, second leg up, breaking new high, low high. It's even gliding off the channel. I can make it just a tad wider like this. And this makes sense to be selling here. I didn't really take this trade at the time, but looking back, this is a decent low high to consider. I was looking more for failed second entry long below EMA, that never came. Okay, you have a second entry short here, but it's a bad bar. Uptrend is in play. It's a shame because it ended up working. New low first entry short, second entry short. We needed some stronger bearish bar. The market continues to go lower. Okay, we have small overshoot. So I'm going to right now pause looking to go short. There's a second entry short at the very bottom, but you can't go short just yet. And also, at the time, you can be playing this channel with the break new low. So you either have break new low, or you have wider channel that has small overshoot. Either way, you have to pause looking to go short for a bit. Also, it looks like uptrend is still in play. Okay. I was almost looking to go short on the failed second entry long, but it was a weak bar, bullish tail at the bottom. So fortunately, I didn't take it. Otherwise, we were losing trade. It's a small trade, but we need much stronger bar. So this is what kept me away from this trade. And also potential stronger trend overshoot. So we have to be careful. Breaking new high. Okay. We're breaking lower. So now uptrend has a clear break in new high. And once again, pay attention to these 2 legs. This is how market moves. 2 legs up. Double tap. So now I was looking for a lower high below EMA because there's no reversal. Broke 2 legs only. And we expect new low to be tested. But I need to see something below EMA. Lower high or failed second entry long. There is no good lower high. This is a horrible bar. Look at the tail at the bottom. This is buyers stepping in towards the close. So I can't go short here. Maybe failed second entry long. Well, 2 congested inside bars. I was hoping for some lower high breakout pullback. Something like this. Can I get it? Well, not really. I have a second entry short here. But problem is, this second entry short is not even full at the EMA. And it's not the strongest bar. and it's not even coming back to test this breakout area. So it's just weak setup. I can't really justify taking this. We have breaking new low, downtrend played out. Okay, and here we have another tempting second entry short. We have another tempting second entry short, and today was quite tricky because you can draw a lot of conflicting channels. I was playing this one at the time, break new low, so I skipped this one. Although this is super tempting because you can see how EMA keeps holding every single time. Great rejection, great bar. I skipped it real time because I had this break new low. Some traders had, and this is a decent trend line to also draw because you can see kind of a spike in a channel pattern. Today's structure actually offered a lot of channels that had very tiny breaks and you're wondering if they are in play or not. If you are playing this wider channel with a lot of confirmations, you can take the second entry short. I was playing the tighter channel with the break push to a new low, so I skipped it. So I cannot really mark it. If you have the break and new low, you can't really take it. But if you have this channel, you're a bit more advanced and you have this wider spike in channel in play, you can take this second entry short because it had nice rejection and nice signal bar. Okay, now another push down so we can trust this spike in channel pattern. New low first entry short. There's actually a second entry short, which is not a bad trade. It's not fully to the trend line, but it's quite small, smaller risk. You can consider taking the scalp on this trade. Second entry short, uptrend played out with a break new high. It worked for like 12-14 ticks. So you got the scalp. I was hoping for a lower high confirmation setup below EMA, and now we have substantial correction. However, I'm not thinking about buying. Why am I not thinking about buying? Well, because in price action, bigger patterns take precedence. And this is the main bigger trend, and this right now needs to get new low tested. Okay, this is a short-term correction. This is the main trend, and we need to get new low. So I'm not looking for reasons to go long. In fact, I'm looking for reasons to go short. And number one, I would like to see sign that the sellers are back in the market. There would be the push below the exponential moving average. Can I get something below EMA? We have some short setup here, but you're still pretty much going sideways. Not really great trade. Same thing here, not the best bar. You're hoping for something like breakout pullback because you have congestion already here. You're going sideways. I want to see some breakout pullback. None of this formed. And we have another second entry short. We have another second entry short, which is very tempting because the main downtrend needs new low. You can see this is the lowest low inside the channel prior to break. So new low, new extreme means you're going to get a low outside the channel after break that's going to be lower than the lowest low right here inside the channel. So we need low that is lower than this low right here. So the bias is still bearish. We're waiting for new low of the big trend, but this is an inside bar. If this wasn't an inside bar, this is great hyperbolic setup. Because this is an inside bar, I have to mark it a little bit more aggressive. Okay, break, new low, downtrend played out. So I'm going to pause looking to go short. You can see we made a low that is lower than this low right here. So everything played out according to price action trend line rule. You can see you cannot draw any wider channel. Any wider channel you will draw is simply too big, too wide. So much empty room here because this correction was so strong. Okay, broad break, push to new extreme, clearly indicating, okay, this is a valid channel played out with the break new low. Any channel you draw is going to be too wide with so much empty room. You have to follow the channels as when you're watching this live and you have a lot of recent confirmations. So break a new low. This means you cannot take this second entry short. We're not pattern traders. We cannot take second entry short even though it looks like two legs up because everything to the downside played out. There's no reason to sell. Okay, main downtrend played out, so I cannot take this second entry short. It's always better to sell once the main downtrend still is expected to get new low tested. Now I'm going to draw wider uptrend like this. You have a second entry long, which will be okay, but it's another inside bar. Now this time you have a lot of key entry points. You have the EMA and the trend line, so you have two key entry points, but the inside bar, once again, not the strongest bar. The signal bar is quite small, so you can consider second entry long here. Okay, break. You expect new high to be tested. Okay, you have felt second entry short. I actually took this setup with super deep limit order because we have triple top and we have no room to scalp out. It spiked down like this and then it pulled back, so I took my break even +1. I decided to exit because now we have quadruple top. It simply closed too far up, especially once it's getting this late towards the day. So I don't think we can take it. It was tempting for a while to test the new high, but because you're so close to quadruple top, you have to exit. We need to form it slightly lower, and it's also getting quite late. It eventually ended up creating new high, but now you can't trade because it's getting way too late. Market's about to close. So this is the overall structure for today. We ended up having a nice downtrend, few setups on the way down. One tricky part of today was that you have a channel that keeps going lower. You have a lot of channels that look like they're in play, or they have small break in new extreme, so you have to wait for a little bit more confirmation. But overall, pretty predictable day. You can see downtrend working lower. You just wait for the two-legged pullback, the correction to finish, and you try to sell where the push phase, new one is going to start, break, new extreme, and then we have reversal. Perfect market cycle, perfect price action rules. So I hope you had a good trading. I'm going to wrap it up, and I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck your trading.